Hi, Collective. It's Intuitive Pisces Moon, and I am here to bring you a reading today. I felt a call to see what messages we have out there from our angels and ancestors, goddess, keepers of the light. These are the oracle decks I'm using. And as I was going to sleep last night, I was meditating, and the Kid Rock song, Only God Knows Why, came up. And as I started to hear it, it just got me all up in my feels. And if you guys haven't heard that song, that's kind of the song that led me to this reading. So it says, I keep moving on and only God knows why. And it literally makes you feel like another lyric is, I keep giving and don't get back. And again, only God knows why. So it's to those of you out there who feel that you give and you give and you give, and maybe it's your turn now to get back. Okay. So I just wanted to start it off with that. And we do have standard tarot as well, so we will get some of that. Okay. Hope everybody is doing well today. I set the intention to interpret these messages for the highest and greatest good of all. I call upon spirit guides, ancestors, ascended masters, higher self, guardian angels, archangels, gods, goddesses, and spirit to assist me in any messages that need to come out and be directed towards the people who most need to hear it at this time. With love and gratitude. Thank you. All right, so we're going to start with goddesses. Let's see what messages want to come out from the goddesses first. All right. And we have Mother Mary, so expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. All right. That very much goes along with how I was feeling. Cycles and rhythms. Honor the cycles of your body, energy levels, and emotions. Okay. And then we have Solus, which is bodies of water. Spend time near water, such as a lake, river, or ocean, to recharge your batteries. Okay. Some of us have probably been through it and definitely need to recharge our batteries. And then when we're talking about honoring the cycles of our body, that is typically a feminine thing, but, we all go through cycles. We all deal with the moon cycles. We have Rhiannon, sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. Beautiful energy. And that last one fell on the floor. We have Kuan Yin, which is compassion. So release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. All right. And then bottom of the deck on that one, Ishtar, which is for boundaries. So love yourself enough to say no to others' demands on your time and energy. So I know that's kind of a running theme across the board at the moment. It's just something that we are dealing with and definitely are learning about boundaries and not allowing people to take advantage of us. So let's see what Mother Mary has to say. I literally opened it right to that page. I love when that happens. It's beautiful. So her message to you is that faith is the light that illuminates your pathway. Without faith, the future looks very frightening. That's why it's essential for you to take whatever steps are necessary to keep your mind and heart filled with faith. Please don't give up hope on yourself or other people. Keep the candle of faith burning within your soul, as that one small inkling of hope can eradicate the darkness of despair. Be the light that eliminates someone else's gloomy hopelessness as well. For as you make others stronger, It strengthens not only yourself, but the entire world. I mean, you all have that power and that ability. It's just crazy to think that, right? And then the meanings of this card is let go of worrisome thoughts, keep your thoughts positive, notice and follow any divine guidance you may receive, pray, and engage in spiritual healing. All right. So that was Mother Mary here. And let's go to Mave. Okay. All of life is cyclical. It's a strange word. The moon, the stars, and the very universe. Life inhales and then exhales again. So why should you be surprised or upset that you too have cycles? There are times when you feel energized, awake, and alive. There are other times when you feel isolated and shy. Your body too goes through pronounced cycles and changes. Celebrate these rhythms and embrace them as the essence of the lifeblood that courses through you. So meanings of this card is female gynecological changes, starting menses or menopause, for example, are an issue for you. Make time to rest, initiate steps to alleviate depression or lethargy, take better care of your body, seek support for dealing with emotional crisis, allow yourself to grieve or take time off. Know that this lull won't last forever. A doorway of opportunity has opened up and you need to walk through it now. That's beautiful. Okay, let's go to Solus. Okay, and she is the one that does bodies of water. Water's curative effects are well known and well documented. Since the human body is composed almost entirely of water, this makes sense. Water can wash away sadness, pain, and the ill effects of suffering. Engage in purification rituals involving water more often, and you'll experience an uplifting in your spirit and outlook. Water's magical properties are amplified when you infuse it with your prayers and intentions. Whether you soak in a sea salt bath or bathe in a freshwater spring, you're sure to see the difference that water will make. So, a side note to that, while I was reading that, I was thinking that baths and showers are excellent for cleansing your energy. And if you're taking a bath, you can put salt water in there. I do actually have a bath soak blend that is sort of like a goddess blend, and it has Himalayan salt, it has rose petals in it, Epsom salt, some other stuff. But basically, I set my intention over this, and then I also infuse crystals into it. And when I take a bath with that, I mean, anything that I had going on is just gone. Because again, then you imagine all your troubles sitting in that bath water as you get out and then watching it wash down the drain. So that could be something that someone can do as a ritual. And then the various meanings of this card: go for a meditative walk near water, take a vacation near the ocean, move to a home situated closer to a body of water, swim, take a sea salt bath to detox your energetic and physical body, and then drink more water. Maybe some of you just need to drink more water. Okay, let's go to Rhiannon. All right. A large part of my power stems from my connection to animals and nature. If you've been indoors too long, you can recapture your personal power by simply stepping outside. This simple notion will do you a world of good in reawakening your sleep. Magical spiritual nature. Allow the light of the sun, the moon, and the stars to stir ancient memories that may be dormant. Recall the times of your magical abilities and then put them to use immediately for the good of the entire planet. Resume the mission that was once aborted through the misdeeds of past time leaders. Take up your spiritual arms and move with swift speed into the night, awakening one and all to the magic that is life itself. This is a mission that must be accomplished, and you're the one who can help us with it. And then the meanings of this card is: have absolute faith that your dreams are manifested. Make a clear decision. Put your energy into manifesting your dreams. Know that you deserve to receive good. When you win, others win too. Keep your thoughts focused on your desire and away from fear. All right, let's go to Kuan Yin. And she represents compassion. Gentleness is the strength behind true power, and it comes from feeding yourself with nourishing words, thoughts, deeds, intentions, and all forms of food. Shield yourself from harshness by placing an intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons and relationships. I'm going to say that again. You can set the intention to attract only kind and gentle life lessons and relationships. Transform harshness into gentleness by refusing to see anything but the shining light that's within each person and situation. This intention begins with your relationship with yourself. Be very gentle with yourself in all ways. Be happy, be kind, be sweet, but most of all, be true to you. And then the meanings of this card is: release guilt and shame to heaven for healing and transmutation. Keep your thoughts about yourself and others positive. Avoid gossip or bad mouthing of yourself or others. Forgive yourself or another. Don't be so hard on yourself or others. And release perfectionistic tendencies. All right. So that's what we have for the goddesses of that deck. Let's jump into the Keepers of the Light. All right, we have Lady Nada, which is Heart Awakening. Awaken to acceptance and divine love. Give and receive in balance. It's very important because that goes back to setting boundaries. Okay? So we're working to give as well as receive. And if we're not in balance with both, that's when we need to eliminate certain people, places, things, jobs, etc. from our life. Oh, that's too many. We'll just pull them from the top. Okay, we have Melchizedek, which is higher learning. You have learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. Okay, and then we have Odin. This is psychic insight. Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is and follow your intuition. The Holy Spirit, expect miracles. That's two now that say expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally and Spirit has your back. And then Gaia. So this is Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, and stay grounded. Lovely. All right, so bottom is Archangel Michael. So that's trusting heaven. You are safe. Angels, stand close. Surrender your concerns and allow a miracle to occur. 3 cards now that have said miracle. So people, I'm telling you, I was feeling this reading starting yesterday, because once I finished yesterday's reading, I always kind of think, okay, what's the next one going to look like? And I went and pulled all these decks. And then when I went to go meditate, I got that message from that song. And I was directed that your time is coming and that you don't need to worry about anything that's happened up to this point. The other phrase I'm hearing is keep your chin up, or, stand tall, keep walking forward, keep moving on. because only God knows why. All right, let's read about Lady Nada. Okay. The cave of your heart is opening wide for you to experience divine love. You have an opportunity to overcome past pain, heartbreak, and letdowns. This is a wonderful time to cherish and love yourself, and then allow yourself to be cherished and loved by others. If you feel love revealing itself clearly in your heart, have courage and move into a state of trust. You are reminded that when true love is present, when divine love is present, there are no obstacles to overcome. It will be there, clear, pure, and real for you to experience. Your relationships are being brought into harmony on all levels of your life. Give and receive divine love with yourself and all those around you. Wow. Sorry. It's like my throat's getting choked up during this. Part of it is like it's hitting me in the feels, you know? Because, again, going back to what a lot of us have been through, which is the ringer, okay? A lot of us have had our hearts torn out, stomped on, abused, taken advantage of, whatever the case. And we are entering an era now where we don't have to be skeptical of someone trying to offer their heart to us. Instead, know what divine love feels like, which is pure, it's true, it feels right, it feels good, there's no obstacles. You know how sometimes you get into a relationship and we know there are red flags, but we tend to ignore them because we just want to be with that person. Like, oh, yeah, okay, you still live at home with your mom? Oh, okay, well, that's fine, that's cool. Oh, you don't have a car? Oh, okay, you don't have a job? All right, all right. You know, and so some of us ignore all that stuff. And hey, I'm not saying that that type of person isn't a great human being and maybe they're just down on their luck for the time being. It was just an example. So I just wanted to throw it out there with the red flags and ignoring them. With this kind of love, you're going to feel how true and real this is and that there are no obstacles. And that's how you'll know. So if you're wondering if some kind of relationship you're in is this type of love, I would meditate on it and think about red flags, okay? Does this love fulfill my soul? Does it make me feel complete? Not that you're not complete on your own, but do they add to you instead of taking away? So again, for instance, going back to that example with the person with no job, no house except living with their mom, no car. How many times are you going to have to provide for them? Whether it's picking them up all the time, maybe they're staying at your house all the time because they don't want to stay with their mom. Since they have no job, they have no money, so you're paying to go out all the time. So this is you giving. And likely in that scenario, you're not receiving anything back. So that is an unbalanced relationship, and that's not going to be this type of love, okay? This type of love is give and take in balance, and you will feel the divine love flowing through it. And again, it fulfills your soul. You feel it in a deep, deep level. Okay, let's go to Melchizedek. Okay, and he stands for higher learning. And then, yeah, it gives you a pronunciation here of how it's pronounced because I never would have pronounced that the right way. Luckily, I've read this deck before, and it's Melchizedek. All right, so it says, you have learned so much to this point and are learning more every day. You are recognizing all the great lessons your experiences and challenges have brought to you, and you're preparing for a transition or inner ascension where you'll move beyond another level of fear and into the inner sanctum of your heart and soul. Become aware of patterns, ancient symbols, and signs being sent to you from the universe. There's a sense that you are now able to focus in a new way and offer greater light to the world. Melchizedek, in his order, are with you now, leading you towards spiritual wisdom. Meditate and connect with their light. Wow, it's really interesting because I just said all that too. Sometimes we say things and then it's confirmed right immediately after, and I love that. Okay, so Odin stands for psychic insight, and he is the Norse all-father god. So you are being encouraged to look beyond what your physical eyes are showing you. Look within and follow your intuition or psychic visions. You may want to plan ahead at this time. It's important to keep your mind and energy focused on the best possible outcome. There will be signs and symbols from the light to tell you that you are on the right path. Be aware of winged beings gracing your path as a wink from Odin, and the light keepers to say that they are honoring your work. All right. So I believe it is a raven that normally goes around with them. You can see his helmet has wings there. But yeah, they generally say that if you see birds, blackbirds specifically, that's them. I know that on my balcony and in my tree in front of my place, like, birds are everywhere, and my cat goes nuts because, they just sit there and congregate. But it's really funny because they'll go from that tree, there'll be 10 of them. I counted them one time, 10 to 15 of them. I'm like, are they having a meeting out in that tree? And then all of a sudden they'll be on my balcony, and I'm like, oh, they moved the meeting to my balcony, and here they are. So it's just funny. You don't always think of why things happen, but sometimes it's your ancestors or whoever trying to send you messages. Just, it's a nod. It's just saying, yep, you're on the right track. I see you. Okay, let's go to the Holy Spirit. All right, and again, that one said expect miracles. So that's 2 cards there that say expect a miracle. Expect the unexpected. Expect miracles. A real turnaround is possible now. Angels are dancing around you. Leave behind thoughts, memories, and feelings that no longer serve you, and remember the love that you are. Move into your heart and allow that love to shine out into the world. Then miracles can happen. All right, that was short and sweet. Let's go to Gaia. I've heard her referred to as Mother Gaia as well. And she is the earth keeper, pretty much. You are blessed to receive the Great Mother card today because it shows that Earth itself, through the image of Gaia, is protecting your path. You are a strong, focused, and loving individual. Stay grounded and don't allow your imagination, ego, or fears to run away with you. Ensure your choices are for the highest good. Gaia is also bringing her motherly love to you and encircling you in a cocoon of peace. If you have troubles with your mother in your life, or you're feeling disconnected from or grieving your own mother, Gaia helps revitalize that connection and will bring healing where it is possible. If you are a mother and are worrying about these duties, know that Gaia is thanking you for your hard work and commitment. The earth is blessed to have you. Okay, so I do want to get into just a real quick exercise that you can do to ground yourself. A lot of people say that, and some people don't know what it means. So one way to ground yourself is to go outside and hug a tree. Go stand next to a tree. Go sit below a tree. You're basically connecting yourself to the tree that goes way deep down into the earth with its roots. And that is an excellent way to ground yourself. Another way to do it is if you're not able to go outside for whatever reason, or if you're just wanting to do it inside, you can meditate. And as you meditate, imagine yourself having roots that go down into the earth and connecting to Mother Earth or Gaia. okay? And that is another way to ground yourself. So just wanted to throw that out there in case anybody didn't know. All right, now we're going to get into angels and ancestors. Let's see what messages we have from angels and ancestors. All right, we have winter, which is take care of your needs. So where I am now, it is winter. We have Sky Father, trust in the unknown. These guys kind of look very similar, don't they? We have Arrow, surround yourself with protective energy. Hermit, retreat and recharge. All right, that to me ties back to the winter, because you think again about bears hibernating. You're going within. You're staying inside instead of going outside. And then we have High Priestess, harness mystic power. All right. Bottom of the deck is Water Guardian, which over here we have water as well. So it says connect with your emotions. All right. I know I live near a small lake, and I was excited when that happened because, first of all, I love walking. So I just was excited to go walk around the water. But you don't even realize sometimes what effect water has on you until you get to experience it. And again, thinking about the cleansing bath, just looking at water and then going in it. I would never swim in this lake. And in fact, they don't recommend it. It's for the geese and the ducks and whatever other wildlife want to enter. I see people fishing it all the time. We definitely don't swim there. However, when you can swim in water, it can be very cleansing, very refreshing, reviving. It's a wonderful feeling. Okay, so let's get to winter. Okay, so winter says take care of your needs. Do everything you need to do to be at your best, then move beyond your fears and limitations. For many of the animal realm, winter is a time of hibernation and retreat. You may wish to curl up in a ball too, but although you may not feel as bright as you'd like to be, a primal force within is encouraging you to continue. The winter card features a wolf, one of few animals that stay active all year round. Wolves know what it's like to work alone or thrive within a pack. So if you feel you need to go out alone at this time, know that wolf medicine will help you move beyond your insecurities and relax in your own space. You have an opportunity to move beyond your fears. Although you may feel in the dark, get comfortable with being in the unknown and trust that the light within you will sustain you through what may seem like a challenging process. Ask yourself what you need to do to feel supported and alive. You may uncover something from your past that you have buried deep. Know that when you unearth it and shed light on it, you create space for miracles. You may feel like a lone wolf right now, but it's time for you to be the alpha. When the winter card arrives in the future position of a spread or at the last card in the reading, it can also indicate that the coming winter will usher in important energies with regards to your question or intentions. All right, so we're not reading our cards in that fashion. Let's go to Sky Father. And this is trust in the unknown. Trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it needs to. You have a personal relationship with the Great Father. Know that he is lovingly leading you forward. The Sky Father features in many religions and mythologies as the Father God. He's the counterpart to the Earth Mother in many traditions, so this card represents the universal powers that are masculine in essence. The energies that people have called out to and looked up to in times of need and gratitude. Sky Father personifies your relationship with the masculine energies of the divine and possibly a very powerful male or father figure too. You are a co-creator of your life, and every thought, feeling, intention, and emotion you have is creating the road ahead. With that being said, you don't need to worry, or you don't need to know every single detail of what is going to unfold before you. When this card appears, you are being guided to step back and get out of your own way, because there is a greater power that is not only around you, but within you. The Sky Father is creating the best experience imaginable for you. Accepting this will allow miraculous energy to come into your life, so see things from a higher perspective, like the eagle on the card. This card can also appear when there are opportunities to improve the father connection in your life. If your father figure is in heaven, know that his spirit is drawing close. If he is on earth, there's an opportunity to heal something, whether past or present. Okay, I don't know how many of you relate to that, but now we have said that we're healing our mother connections, we're healing our father connections, and even if they've passed on. Now, I don't know how many of you out there relate to this, but if you do have a mother or father that has passed on, I know my father has passed on, and now he is an ancestor that I talk to regularly. So it's interesting because, you may not even have a physical relationship with them in the 3D, but once they've passed on, they are now your ancestor, and they are very much on your team. And I know that I hear my dad's voice all the time, and he'll say stuff like, "I'm proud of you," or, "Go get 'em," stuff like that. My grandpa is also somebody that shows up to me, and many others. We don't always know their names or who's there, but we know they're there. So just to throw that out there, because, again, I don't know who that's going to relate to. Some of you may or may not have parents that have passed on, but they're still with you. They always are. All right, let's go read on Arrow. All right, so this says surround yourself with protective energy. Also surround yourself with positive people and experiences and environments that make you feel safe. Call on your angels, guides, and ancestors to bring you protection. Arrows have long been revered as symbols of protection, as many native peoples would use the bow and arrow as a weapon of defense. When an arrow appears in meditation or dreams, it is an oracle reading. It's a sign that you need to protect yourself and what is important to you, because not everyone has the same intentions that you do. This doesn't mean that people are intentionally wanting to hurt you, but they could be careless in their choices and actions, and this could affect you. There are energies around you that could lower your vibration, and it's important you become aware of them and aren't brought down by them. If you are in a situation where you feel that not everything is as clear as it seems, trust your intuition. There are energies in your current situation that aren't fully aligned with your intentions and goals, or with kindness. Follow your intuition about whom to trust and what to trust. If you can take time to retreat or to step out of the situation to assess what is going to be beneficial for you, do so. In any event, this is a time to call on the energy of protection and place yourself in a space that feels safe. So I've actually seen really funny memes about Sagittarius, about why are they the only ones with a weapon. So this reminds me of that. This can also refer to Sagittarius. If any of you are a Sagittarius, they do hold a bow and arrow. All right, let's go to Hermit. All All right. So retreat and recharge. Take time to rest and recuperate in order to continue your growth. Benefit from the information that will come directly from your heart space. The Hermit card is one of solitude and meditation. It represents your capacity to go within and arrive at the cave of your heart. Many of the answers to your problems lie within, and if you don't take the time to connect with yourself and feel comfortable alone, you won't be able to hear the messages that are rising up inside of you. The cross-legged meditation position of the cave-dwelling sadhu on the card is an invitation to harness the power of your meditation practice. The Sri Yantra symbol behind him represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, hence support from Mother, Father, God. You have been working hard and giving your all in your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So you are being guided to take a step back at this time. If you're working on bringing something together, your over-involvement could impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or do that could have a larger impact on your life, spend time in deep thought, even contemplation, before moving forward. Often when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So meditate and listen to your soul's wisdom before proceeding further. All right. So that's kind of like a stop and think about things more deeply before you proceed, because again, you can be stepping on your own toes or getting in your own way. All right. And to me, that also relates to control issues. You know, a lot of us do want to see or control the outcome of certain things. And that's not letting the universe do its thing. And so a lot of the mystery of miracles is stepping back and just allowing what's going to happen. And that may mean unknown things are occurring and you're kind of just going and tapping into your own intuition. Sometimes you get answers. Sometimes you ask for answers and you don't get them. And that's okay, because that means you're not meant to know that answer. So that's where we trust our intuition to know that all is well. You know, all is working out in our favor. Okay, High Priestess. Harness mystic power. Align with the light and focus on all things positive. The High Priestess is the physical embodiment of the divine feminine, the goddess in human form. She has many names through time and space, but her essence has remained similar: fierce, powerful, and disciplined. In many traditions, particularly pre-Christian, the high priestess was in charge of spiritual and religious orders and was the voice of authority and guidance from the gods. The high priestess in this deck is the consort and partner of the high priest. And in this deck, if you do put them together, they do face each other. So that's neat. She is joined by a black cat representing the Egyptian goddess Bast, who protects her from lower energies, and she stands strong in her glory and power. You are a mystic with the capacity to connect with energies that go beyond the human senses. Within you is a force of magic that is directed by your will. There is an opportunity for you to rise up at this time, but it requires dedication and discipline. You are being guided to look at what you're working on or the situation before you and determine where your priorities lie. If you're unable to figure that out, you must use your intuition and discernment to focus on what will bring you closer to your goal and the happiness of everyone involved. When this card arrives, it's also important for you to check in with your intuition, as it will give you guidance that will be important for your growth. Okay. So I am going to kind of get a closing message with the Fortune Oracle. And let's just get one final message to wrap this up. All right, Spirit, what message in closing do we have for the collective? What's the final message for this? We have key. New beginnings, directions, and adventures await for those ready to let go of the past. All right, and then bottom is goals. Progress is positive and personal goals will be achieved. There you go. That's a good omen. So if any of you have any goals, it's a good omen that, again, miracles are coming in and that you are manifesting your desires. All right, so let's read on the key, which is number 15. It says, this card represents a new way of living opening up to you. It is filled with promises and fresh starts, but first you need to let go of the past. When you make room for the new, only then will you fully appreciate the fresh beginnings that are available to you in the near future. In personal and relationships, you may feel trapped in a dead-end relationship. Perhaps you are pining over a relationship breakup or a friendship that has gone wrong. It is important for you to close the necessary doors now so that new friends can come in. The partner you always desired could be closer than you think. Anything fresh you start now involves meeting new people, will provide fruitful and long-lasting friendships will be formed. In career and money, you may be feeling restless in your job, but staying put for security reasons, or you may be in a dead-end job where you dream about what you really want to do. Your opportunity is just around the corner. Take the time to take risks and step out of your comfort zone. Get your affirmations happening. You have to remember that the key to success in life is loving who you are with and what you are doing. Too many people spend too much time in the job or with a partner they dislike or are incompatible with as they are afraid of change. Rest assured the time is now to make the necessary moves. Go with the flow and see how wonderful life can be. All right, and then there is a tip here that says you can place power words such as believe and wish in white lettering on a wall in your home where you will see them often, and these affirmations will remind you of your goals. All right, everybody. That's all I have for you today. I hope this was enlightening. I hope that you got a good message out of it from whoever, your angels, ancestors, guardian angels, anybody that's out there giving you messages, okay? Your guides, your ascended masters. Again, expect a miracle. It's basically about connecting to yourself, connecting to the earth, connecting to water, connecting to your heart, letting go of the past, living in the now, go towards your dreams, set goals, and do some healing along the way. All right? Thank you so much for joining me. As always, keep in mind, I am a beacon of light here to help guide you through the darkness. So if you ever need anything, I'm always here. Thank you so much again. May you be truly blessed and have lots of love, health, wealth, and abundance and joy in your life. I wish that for all of you. Thank you so much for joining, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.